The moon in astrology. The ancients say that the divine heritage of the sun is our soul, and the moon is our inheritance on earth. If we use the analogy of the universe, we know all planets revolve around the sun, but the moon revolves around the earth, symbolizing our earthly legacy. In the solar system, the moon is the fastest-moving celestial body. It represents rapidly changing conditions, indecisiveness, variability, and the ability to change direction. It is associated with nourishment and growth. The moon adjusts and organizes the rays of the sun. Due to its cold and moist nature, it is associated with liquid things. Under the influence of the moon, all humans, animals, and plants go through transformation. No thought or behavior remains the same. The moon represents our desires. As our desires, the moon is the sum of everything we long for, because whatever we enjoy or crave, we tend to pursue. To understand a person's natural condition and character, their subconscious and emotional traits are interpreted through the moon's placement and aspects in the natal chart. Innate talents are also related to the moon. The moon is the planetary archetype of yin energy. While the sun represents yang energy, the moon opens a space for it to form, shapes it, and defines the necessary conditions for it to express itself. Without the moon, the sun's energy would not be fully reflected. In a way, the moon enables the sun to show its life-giving potential. Therefore, the moon is related to our environmental conditions and needs. Since it is a yin celestial body, it is more aligned with women, or those with feminine qualities. It symbolizes the roles of mother and wife and themes like the need to belong, to be nurtured, and to grow. Because of this, the moon is metaphorically associated with motherhood. It is also significant in understanding our relationships with our mothers. The sign, house, and aspects of the moon in the chart give insights into emotional bonding and maternal connections. A stressed moon placement may point to difficulties in connecting with one's environment and forming emotional bonds. It may also signal issues around family, past, homeland, or the inner emotional world. Those with a stressed moon in their chart may try to escape their past or deny its effects in their present life. If the moon is well placed and strong in the natal chart, the person tends to feel more emotionally secure, comfortable with others, and accepted in social groups. The sun represents conscious awareness, while the moon symbolizes subconscious responses. Therefore, moon actions are often unconscious. Depending on the moon's placement, we may act impulsively or emotionally without conscious intent. These emotional reflexes are difficult to change with rational thinking. To understand our moon-influenced side, we need to decode emotions, not logic. In astrology, when we think of the moon, we immediately think of emotions. Emotions are deep indicators of the self and come from inherited traits or early life experiences. They reflect how we express ourselves. Habits from our past, patterns learned from family, and psychological models from childhood are all related to the moon. Sudden emotional reactions and subconscious behaviors are governed by the moon. Most of our daily automatic behaviors stem from moon energy. While the sun and Mars represent the energy we exert, the moon shapes how that energy is expressed. It governs our ability to carry out life in a connected and functional way. In the solar system, the moon is the fastest-moving celestial body. It completes one orbit around the Earth in about 28 days, thus being associated with women's menstrual cycles. In 24 hours, it may move between 12 to 15 degrees, depending on its distance from Earth. The closer it is to Earth, the faster it moves. Its rapid motion also allows it to transfer the light of other planets in horary astrology, symbolizing communication and message carrying. It helps predict how conditions may evolve and symbolizes change, indecision, and fluidity. The moon receives its light from the sun. We see it best after sunset. During a new moon, exact sun-moon conjunction, it is not visible. This lack of light has historically symbolized fear and uncertainty. That's why ancient people associated the new moon with worry and darkness. Even today, many people avoid going out on nights when there is no moonlight. Due to its cold and moist nature, the moon is connected with liquids. It symbolizes shores, puddles, pools, and other reflective bodies of water. It is associated with thin, light, moist, and subtle substances. It is considered a nocturnal and feminine planet, symbolizing the mother in night charts, while Venus represents the mother in day charts. The moon's influence is also seen in tides, aquatic life, plant growth, and even human bones and marrow. Seeds sown under unfavorable lunar conditions may not sprout or grow. Under the moon's influence, all beings undergo transformation. No behavior or mindset remains the same. Since planetary placements and movements vary, we must analyze a person's natal chart to interpret this influence. The moon's placement and its connections to other planets reveal subconscious desires and personality traits. In short, many inborn talents and emotional characteristics are tied to the moon. The moon. In marriage, the key to emotional harmony. In astrology, the moon represents emotional bonding, habits, and how we adapt to shared life in marriage. As a marriage indicator, it shows how we love, what we need emotionally, and how we cohabit with a partner. In a woman's chart, the moon reflects her expectations from a partner and her maternal instincts. In a man's chart, it often reflects his emotional connection with a spouse or what makes him feel emotionally secure. Especially if the moon is in the 7th house or connects with the 7th house ruler. Emotional needs become central in marriage. Positive aspects to Juno suggest long-term emotional satisfaction. A stressed moon may lead to emotional unrest, unresolved feelings from the past affecting the relationship. Marriage isn't only logic, it's about feeling safe and emotionally fulfilled. And the moon is the heart of that story. The moon in health, your body's emotional thermometer. The moon governs bodily fluids, the digestive system, sleep cycles, and emotion-based health issues. It especially affects women's health, including hormonal cycles and fertility. If the moon is in the 6th house, digestive sensitivity, gut-brain connection issues. In the 12th house, psychosomatic symptoms, emotional withdrawal. In water signs like Cancer, Pisces, greater sensitivity to emotional triggers and their physical impact. When under stress, the moon often causes stomach issues, breast sensitivity, bloating, or water retention. Around full moons or new moons, some people may experience sleep disturbances, migraines, or anxiety spikes. The moon shows us the emotional roots of physical discomfort. It's not always about the body. Sometimes it's about a heart that needs soothing. The moon in career, emotional fulfillment and daily routine. The moon in career astrology reflects your work rhythm, emotional satisfaction, and how well you feel at home in your job. The moon's sign and house show what kind of work environment gives you a sense of emotional security. If the moon is in the 6th house, service fields, healthcare, repetitive tasks. In the 10th house, public roles with emotional resonance, caregiving or nurturing professions. In signs like Cancer, Pisces, Taurus, leading toward cooking, caregiving, psychology, or art. Careers ruled by the moon often include nursing, midwifery, cooking, preschool education, psychology, social work, family therapy, women-centered services, or home-based jobs. The moon helps you understand whether a job feels like home. It may pay well, but if it drains your soul, it's not aligned with your moon.